The UK has long been a popular destination for international students, attracting bright minds from across the globe. In January 2024, the UK government introduced significant changes to the student visa system, particularly impacting those hoping to bring their families. The new regulations have sparked considerable interest and understandably some concerns among prospective students. This article aims to provide a clear and concise explanation of these changes, focusing specifically on how they affect dependents of international students. One of the most notable changes is the narrowing of eligibility criteria for bringing dependents. Previously, students enrolled in a wider range of courses could bring their families. Now, this privilege is largely limited to those pursuing postgraduate level courses designated as research programs or courses lasting at least 9 months at a higher education provider with a track record of sponsoring highly skilled workers. This shift aims to prioritise high-value education and skilled professionals, aligning with the UK's post-Brexit immigration strategy. These changes have undoubtedly raised questions and anxieties among international students planning to study in the UK. The new rules may pose challenges for those with families, particularly those with young children or elderly parents who rely on their care. Understanding the intricacies of these changes is crucial for prospective students to make informed decisions about their educational and family futures. This article will delve deeper into the specific requirements for bringing dependents, the transition from student visas to work visas, and the possibilities for extending dependent visas under the new regulations. By shedding light on these key aspects, we hope to provide clarity and guidance for those navigating the evolving landscape of UK student visas. Under the revised UK student visa regulations, bringing your family along while you study is still possible, but the requirements have become more stringent. The most significant change lies in the type of course you are enrolled in. Only students accepted onto postgraduate level courses designated as research programs or courses lasting 9 months or more at a higher education provider with a track record of sponsoring highly skilled workers can bring dependents. This means that students on shorter postgraduate courses or those pursuing undergraduate degrees will generally not be eligible to bring their families. The UK government aims to attract and retain highly skilled individuals, and these changes reflect that priority. The focus has shifted towards attracting students pursuing advanced studies and research, contributing to the UK's knowledge economy. Furthermore, meeting the eligibility criteria based on your course type is only the first step. You will also need to demonstrate that you have sufficient financial resources to support yourself and your dependents during your stay in the UK. This includes providing evidence of funds to cover living expenses, accommodation and healthcare. The financial requirement aims to ensure that families arriving in the UK can support themselves without relying on public funds. The financial threshold you need to meet will vary, depending on factors such as your location within the UK. London typically has a higher threshold, and the number of dependents you intend to bring. Meeting these financial requirements can be challenging, especially for students coming from countries with weaker currencies. It is essential to carefully review the financial guidelines provided by the UK government and ensure you can meet these obligations before applying for your visa. Remember, these are just the primary requirements. You'll also need to provide various documents, including your passport, confirmation of acceptance for studies, CAS, proof of financial means, and more. It's crucial to meticulously review the UK government's official website or consult with an immigration advisor for the complete and most up-to-date list of requirements. One of the most significant concerns for international students studying in the UK is the pathway to remain in the country after completing their studies. Traditionally, the UK offered a route for students to transition from a student visa to a work visa, allowing them to gain valuable work experience and potentially settle permanently. The 2024 changes have introduced new criteria and deadlines, making this transition slightly more complex. Previously, students could often switch to a Tier 2 general work visa after graduation if they secured a job offer from a licensed sponsor. This route has been replaced by the skilled worker visa, which operates under a points-based system. To be eligible, applicants must secure a job offer from a Home Office-approved sponsor, meet the required English language proficiency, and meet a minimum salary threshold. The points-based system aims to provide a more objective and transparent assessment of applicants' skills and suitability for the UK job market. The minimum salary threshold for the skilled worker visa is generally set at £26,200 per year, but this can vary depending on the specific job and skill level. For jobs on the UK's shortage occupation list, the salary threshold may be lower. The UK government regularly updates the shortage occupation list to address critical skills gaps in the economy. Under the new rules, students must ensure they switch to the skilled worker visa before their student visa expires. Failure to do so could jeopardise their ability to remain in the UK legally. It's crucial to be proactive and start the application process well in advance of your student visa expiry date. The processing time for work visa applications can vary, so it's best to apply early to avoid any last-minute complications. Remember, transitioning to a work visa requires careful planning and meeting specific requirements. Section 4. Extending dependent visas, scenarios and possibilities. Let's explore some scenarios to illustrate how the new rules might affect dependents and their visa extensions. Suppose a student enrolled in a one-year master's program in business administration or MBA at a recognized university wishes to bring their spouse and child to the UK. Under the new rules, this may not be possible. Since the MBA program is not a research-based program and falls short of the 9-month duration for taught courses, the student likely won't be eligible to bring their dependents. However, consider a PhD student researching artificial intelligence at a leading UK university. Their research program spans 4 years and they wish to have their spouse and 2 young children accompany them. In this case, the student is likely eligible to bring their dependents. The PhD program meets the requirements of being a research-based program at an eligible institution. Now, let's look at visa extensions for dependents. If the main applicant, the student, successfully transitions from a student visa to a skilled worker visa, their dependents can apply to extend their stay in the UK as well. The dependent's visa will be linked to the main applicant's work visa, and its duration will generally mirror that of the work visa. However, if the main applicant's student visa expires and they have not secured a skilled worker visa or another eligible visa, their dependents will also need to leave the UK. It's crucial for both the main applicant and their dependents to be aware of these timelines and requirements to maintain their legal status in the UK. Section 5. Conclusion. Navigating the UK visa landscape. The 2024 changes to the UK student visa system, particularly those concerning dependents, have introduced new complexities for prospective international students. The stricter eligibility criteria, the shift towards a points-based system for work visas, and the need for careful timing regarding visa transitions require meticulous planning and a thorough understanding of the regulations. While these changes present challenges, they also underscore the UK's focus on attracting and retaining highly skilled individuals who can contribute to its economy and society. International students remain a valuable asset to the UK, and those who meet the new criteria can still pursue their academic aspirations while building a life in the UK, potentially with their families by their side. Navigating the intricacies of visa regulations can be daunting. It's highly recommended to seek personalised advice from qualified immigration advisors or consult the UK government's official website for the most up-to-date information and guidance. By staying informed and planning carefully, prospective students and their families can increase their chances of a successful and fulfilling experience in the UK.